Hello. How's it going? I hope everyone's doing well. I'm just getting a few new things set up and installed now that I've gone through some changes, right? I got affiliated. I did some research on that. It hurt my brain. So we're gonna see how that starts to work out. I haven't done much in the way of settings changes, just a lot of reading about what I can do now. And I can do a lot, I think. I haven't messed with power-ups or anything, but that's something we can look at, or like what channel points are and how to start that and get emotes and but yeah, I'm trying to start glowing things up. Hiya Chibi Momo. You were on the money, like within a minute of me starting the stream. I remember you from yesterday being like, turn it on. So I can subscribe. Thank you so much. You're my first. You won the race. I just got subscriptions up and running like half an hour before going live. So I'm doing great. Thanks. How about you? Thank you again so much for me and my first subscriber. Hi, Pixel Tuner. I'm trying to glow things up. I'm trying to, you know, start sinking my teeth into this. Get a nice overlay. We got the chat on screen now, which I'm still nervous about. Nobody say any dirty words, please. Because I can't control that. Hi, Zergling. How's it going? So, what else am I working on? Yeah, I got the overlay. Animated it. I checked out Pixsquare. I've been watching Toffee Toki. And Toffee Toki has been using Pixsquare. And I got like really into the idea of that. I picked it up. And that's what I made the overlay with. Big bad what? Evil Labubu. No bad words. No. Labubu is not a bad word. Yet. Please don't let it become a bad word. I need mods then. Yeah. I will probably have to climb that hill as well. What moderation is. I don't think I'm like flying off the handle as a streamer enough to I feel like I can still step in and just prune out a bad word every here and there. Not be too big of a deal. I'll see. If it starts to get nasty, I'll just turn it off until I get a moderation buddy to help me out with that. What was it? I was like inspired by Toffee Toki's stream because they use like stream avatars. And I've seen a few people use that, and I thought, oh, that's really cool. I want to have little critters running around at the bottom of my screen so people can hang out with me while I'm doing things. And I've downloaded it. I haven't even opened it yet. But I did make this nice lawn. Look at this nice lawn with a cityscape and a tree. You can hang out in the garden once I get that figured out. Hopefully. Make soup. I like soup. It is a good day for it. Oh yeah, it is. I don't know if y'all celebrate Turkey Day or anything like that, but if you do, happy Turkey Day. And I hope that you enjoy a great big meal with the family, if that is how you celebrate. I am personally missing out on sweet potato casserole and dressing and pie. I miss these things a lot, but I could probably stand to work out a little bit more anyways. So, right, what was my plan for today? I wanted to, I started my overlay. I got everything kind of blocked out and I made this little, this little avatar here, but they're not like a pngtuber yet, and I'm not sure how we're going to do it, but I, at the very least, need to actually start animating like a few, like separating and animating her parts. Which I might keep her joined, actually. because I just want her to flip between animation states. I don't actually want, like, our current PNG tuber is being animated upon by the app itself, and I kind of want to have that nice pixel movement so it stays in style, right? So I would like to just animate her, like, mouth movements and a couple of blink states, maybe a couple of emotions, but that's kind of it for starters. And then if I get that figured out, I want to make oh my goodness, yeah, I don't know how to process that. I'm so flattered. You're simultaneously my first subscriber, and you've like generated more subscriptions, so thank you for that. You're racing to the top of the board that only just started existing all of 60 seconds ago. You can have emote slots. Oh yeah. I did start on doodling some emotes. We gotta make those too. Oh man, we got quite a lot to do now. We gotta make the new PNG tuber. It's all fancy. We gotta make little stream avatars so our buddies can hang out. Then we gotta make emojis. Oh goodness. Lots to do. Thank you so much though. I really appreciate you. Show some sneak peeks. Sneak peeks to oh, the emotes. Oh, they're on the iPad at the moment though. I can get that up and going maybe in a little bit, but let's actually start doing the thing that I actually came here to start doing at the very least. But if you have ideas as emojis go, or for how we should do stream avatars, let me know. I need to give myself a little more wiggle room. I'll just go with like 50 and 50. Have some space. And this is our base sketch. Let's call it such. I wonder if we can see everything okay with it, with the screen scrunched up into the box like that. I hope so. Sushi summer. Yes, we need sushi summer. That's a good one. Hold on, I'm gonna write that down. Sushi summer emote. I don't know what the use case for this one's gonna be, but it's gonna be fun to have because I have a sushi eating problem. I guess we could start with a simple blink. How do I want to separate you out? It really just depends on how I'm going to get you to animate in the program that we decide to use. Yeah, we can separate the eyes out at the very least. That's what we'll do. Just gonna carve these out. Nobody freak out in case it goes weird. I'll call that eyes. I like the little pop cat thing that's going on, but that's definitely somebody else's. I've seen like a couple of people have sort of standards across, like the hard eyes emote. I've seen several channels have like the hard eyes emote. And we're gonna have one of those on our own. I don't think I have enough gift of gab to justify like a pop cat emote. Not as much of a chatterbox. I'm trying to work on that, but you know, out of the box, I'm actually quite quiet, I think. Okay, we got, we'll call this one Blink. Blink. And turn everything else off. Just this part. And you probably need to have your skin filled back in, don't you? Filling that in. Nobody freak out. This is totally normal. Okay. Good deal. And our eyes can be... Just going to drop the opacity. If it lets me double click it. And I'm just going to grab the hair color because I think that's what I did before. That's a very happy blink. Can I get my little eyelash in there? Or is that a little weird looking? Yeah, I'll leave it out. He's cute. Cute, cute, cute. Let me group these up. How did I? Yeah, it's in here. In here. Nice. We have that figured out. And maybe the look state is going to be different. Like if I have a... She should look at the camera, right? When she's talking like the current one does. So I'm going to make a copy of that. Duplicate the eyes, and we're just going to make her look at us. Look at me. Look at me. I am the captain now. Perfect. And this one can look a little more at... I might be cutting it close, but we're gonna try. Yeah, it's too much movement on the other eye to do that. I think that looks a little better. Just that one pixel. I don't know if I'm gonna like that or not later on, but we're gonna leave it that way for now. And maybe I'll separate out the brow as well. And then the base, I'll just get rid of that. Ooh, I need my little piercing that no one's gonna see. Gotta have that. Maybe I'll just have no eyebrows. So are any of y'all celebrating today? Are y'all eating turkey and dressing and pie? Or are you, I don't know how many other countries celebrate it, but I know some of y'all are not from around here. I don't have any right to say that anymore. I live in Canada. We also don't celebrate Turkey Day in November, but they celebrate it earlier. They celebrate it in like, in October. I think like before Halloween even, at some point. It's very bizarre. Like the leaves aren't even turning yet and they're already like, it's Turkey Day. Okay, got our brow. Do we want the eyeshadow to move with it? Possibly. I'll just in case. I might as well. Yeah, okay. That's how we're gonna do it. And then here, we're just gonna erase it out. There we go. And then I can raise my eyebrows at the absolute audacity. Oh, now that it's under the eyes, I can actually add more shadow. Hold on, I'm gonna turn the eyes off. And so that when that lifts, you get a little bit more to work with. Now let's check our audacity levels. The nerve. Can I angry eyebrows? Yes, I can make angry eyebrows. Just a sec. I want to make more emotions, of course I do, but like I actually have to call them in manually whenever I have a feeling, and I just don't I don't dial in my feelings far enough in advance for me to be able to like call upon the anger emote when it's time to. I made all these, I'm still gonna do it because I like the idea of it, but I remember the previous VTuber I made when I was working at Big Bang had like a whole bunch of emotions and I just would never call on them at all. Y'all don't have Turkey Day? That's fine. Y'all have any other like eat giant meals with the family day? Are they coming up soon? It is eat giant meals with the family season. We'll just call it relaxed brow. And then we'll make a new one called angry brow. Angry. Brow. Okay. Okay, that can go away now. Thank you. You look so evil. It's not so much angry as it is like, what was that girl in the 50s that had like the super arch brow? Looks very debonair. Hold on, we just need to lower it, I think. There we go. And when we change the mouth, I think that'll help with the look as well. Eat giants with the family seasoned? Oh goodness, no. No, those poor giants. Leave them alone. Only on Christmas and New Year's that you know of. Alright, well. That's probably healthier than like the amount of excuses that my family comes up with to eat giant meals together. Do y'all cook for it? Do y'all bring anything? Do y'all have a signature dish? Should it still go all the way out? I guess it should. But... And I should have a little shadow too. Turn the eyes off for a second. Even though it's like right up against the eye, I don't think anyone's gonna see it. We have I don't really do. Sushi it is. Hey, y'all should, if you have an extra seat at the table, if sushi's on the menu for Christmas, I'm just saying, I make an excellent dinner guest. I should really make the mouth match at this point. I should probably label my layers, but I'm really bad about doing that. Mouse unhappy. I have to click it with the mouse and not the pen because it doesn't allow the pen to double click. If you find myself in Germany, sure. I have to go to Germany anyway for a wedding next year. So just hold on to my sushi plate and I'll come get it like 3 or 4 months too late. Get food poisoning again. What is this song? Majora's Windfish. I don't remember this like vibe from the game. It's been a while since I played that one though. Link's Awakening, right? That's... I guess the only music that I remember was like the shop theme and the music that you actually like play when you get the instruments. Hiya Defiant, yes! We're all affiliated and stuff. How's it going? Welcome to the glow up. We're working on some new stuff to make our channel look all spiffy and new and affiliated. Now we can do things like have stream avatars, so I'm gonna try to make some of that. But I'm starting out by trying to make a little pngtuber that is more pixely. I hope it's going well. It's halfway through the week, and I don't know if y'all get time off. Well, you're also overseas, right? You probably don't get time off for the holiday. It's like, oh no, not a stomach bug too. No. I'm so sorry. Take it super easy. What was the first thing ever I made on stream and turned it into an emote idea? I don't actually remember what I made first. I think it was the stream waiting cards, these. I think I had just downloaded I downloaded Deep Paint and was trying it out. And I think that was part of the first things that I was doing. And so I made that with Deep Paint. Just to get started. Oh, we got to make new stream waiting and thanks for watching stuff cards too now. And I saw even on the front page, I have to make a little video that's like, hi, welcome to my channel or something like that. It's telling me to make a video that's like, tell people what you're about, tell them your name, tell them what you like. So I gotta do all that. I don't know why I'm saying that like I'm not super excited to do it all. I actually am. I need a big sip of tea, sorry. I thought we were learning your new shader on Friday. Also, what kind of animation? I might... are y'all animating through a grease pencil? I've done that a little bit before. Like I did the Dedoos. I don't know how do you pronounce that name. The Dedoos tutorial that has like a juice box. Oh yeah, I made a loaf of bread in Blender. That was like, I was also trying to figure out Uchi paint. Like I got deep paint and Uchi paint, one right after the other, and was doing that. If it's the ball exercise, I'm gonna be so for real with you. I'm not doing the ball exercise again. I've done it enough time. I don't want to animate any more bouncing ball. Where was that Blender class chat, right? I guess it's 3D bouncing ball. It's not the 2D bouncing ball, so it'll be a little different. Oh, have y'all seen that Dodo's add-on that's like, oh my goodness, because I've thought about it. I haven't gotten it because I have no intentions of like, I don't have enough intent to actually use it to justify getting it, but I need to show this to y'all because it's really cool. Dodo's animation graph. Try to bring this over here. Okay, this is the coolest thing to me since sliced bread. You draw your animation line and the timings that you want the thing to play out on, and you tell it what you want to follow the animation line, and it does that. Oh. So you draw the animation curve, you draw it. That's so crazy to me. Like you can, this is all you need to animate the bouncing ball. 3D bouncing ball. Just boop, boop, boop. And it's following the curve, and wherever there's a break in the line, it adds a frame to do the timings that way. So if you're used to traditional 2D animation, then this is probably like really cool. And it's 16, what is that, euro? I think that's euro. So go check that out. You hope Blender starts challenging the market more seriously? Maybe it is already? I hope so. I think it's capable of a lot more than people give it credit for. They're just not... Blender does... It's like the everything tool. It's just that it has such a learning curve and things aren't like put together for the specific task that you're trying to do. It's like hard to describe this. Because you've rendered a scene in 3D, you might want to animate it. So they add a video editing tools so that you can better animate. And because you're using video editing tools, you might want to also have compositing tools. So then they start, and this just starts snowballing and snowballing, but it's not like this tool was catered to grease pencil, but it happens to also help things out if you're doing grease pencil animation using the compositor and stuff like this. It can be helpful. However, it's not built for its niche use cases. Like Substance Painter is built for only doing Substance Painter things, right? But I think more people have, like, especially over the course of the pandemic, been teaching themselves Blender. The everything tool. Yeah, it's the everything bagel of art programs. But you gotta like pick away the sesame seeds of the other tools that you're not using to get to the the cream cheese of the tool that you're trying to get to. But yeah, more and more people are using it. I remember in the Spider-Verse, I think that they were using grease pencil to animate some of the motion lines and effects for some of that cartoon comic book extra pizzazz that they did in post. So you'll see it all over the place these days. What am I doing? I'm just staring at the screen. Hanging out in chat. I should really finish this up so I can do the other things I want to do today. Right, we get the mouth. We wanted the mouth unhappy. Okay, so this can go back to being blank. Mouth. Mouth unhappy is gonna be double click. And opacity down. It's not a sort of like a fish face thing happening. No. What if I give her like teeth? Urgh. Lift my nose a little bit. It's kind of on the way to being something. She's so grimacy. What do I have against Bouncy Ball? Nothing. I've just done it enough. I don't want to do it no more. I don't want to keep going back to school for the things I've already done. Also, it works with Fluffy now. Which works with Fluffy now? Hold on, I saw a message come in. I'm checking. Oh, nice. Fluffy Bouncy Ball. Kind of looks like I have significantly puffier lips. I know, but I only have like one pixel to work with. It looks like I have lip filler and I don't. But I like the idea of my character having like some lipstick of some kind. It looks less lip fillery if I do this, but it's still not the greatest. Can I like push this? Now there's a grimace. That woman is not happy. It is tricky to work with that few pixels. Yeah, but it's part of the delightful challenge. Like, you can get away with a lot more than you think, I think, in pixel art, because like people start to get comfortable with you only have like 15 pixels to make someone to believe that a hot dog is a hot dog. And you can do that, but it's not going to have like all of the breadcrumb details, and all the ketchup and mustard is not going to look like ketchup and mustard. It's going to be a couple of dots of yellow and red, right? Oh yeah, this is definitely a Stormy Sky. This is my alter ego. Let me put the regular mouth back on. And maybe I can make like a happy mouth? Well, I have to make a talking one regardless. I'm gonna go back to my normal face. Here we go. Okay, and I want... What do I want? Talk. You have to talk. angry eyes with the smile make me look very devious. Devious indeed. Much mischief. Oh, why am I drawing that? Should the mouth move with the nose if it's going to be that destructive to it? I think the original plan was to have her face all animate together, and it just model swaps, and then just do the blink, right? Like, I just wanted to have the eyes maybe be on a separate thing and the brows to follow that, and then everything else should be on the same, because I want her head to move too. And I have to think about how her head's gonna have to move in this pixely fashion. How do I do this? How do I do that? If I could animate it on a constant, then I could kind of lie through the actual pngtuber remix, maybe? Does it allow that? We're gonna act as if it allows that, because that makes things easier for me right now. And I like making things easier for me in the moment. And take a big sip of tea while I make sure that that's what my plan is. Okay. So if that's the case, the mouth can be its own thing, and the nose is indeed going to hang out on the level with the mouth because the mouth is moving it. Okay. And then you are also going to get a copy of the nose. And you, no más nose. So in this one, we can move it so that we can speak with a little more room. Do I want like a inside of the mouth thing going? Probably I do. We'll try that for a second. That's too dark. Oh no, no, not like that. I don't know. I mean, kinda. Is it that it needs teeth? Do you need teeth? No. Nope. No teeth. Too much teeth. So what is the solution there? Maybe when she's speaking, she just has no lip. Maybe just no más lip. We're gonna have to sacrifice the lippy. That's a little better. Just one tooth. Just a single tooth just hanging on for dear life. Yes. Okay, here we go. One tooth. One tooth, the whole tooth, and nothing but the tooth. Okay, maybe I should have like the corners of the mouth dealt with at least. That's too much happy face. It has to be more like conversational. More conversational. And that's too wide. Too wide. I think this might be the sweet spot for me. I'm sorry if I'm giving y'all whiplash. I have to like zoom in and out a lot. Because I could just squint and move my head away, but then you never hear me from all the way over here. It's Gargamel, but Slay. I forgot Gargamel only had like the one toothless just hanging on. I know his plan was to eat the Smurfs, but how was he going to? It's like, he's only got one tooth. I don't think they have like dentures in that universe. Now, big question is, do I want to like swap between just these two? Maybe the whole approach is wrong and I should have just done this. And like, and then I can just go, well, wait, no, hold on. Yes, okay, like this. Da 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 da. I'll go ahead and set the frame properties to like something really high. So I get the idea, but I have enough time to be like, is this right? Did I mean to do that? We're probably going to have to make an in-between, which is going to make things more complicated than my current model, who is just image 1, image 2. And that's okay, because we're big girls now, we're affiliate, and we can do this stuff. I just need to figure out how. Okay. Well, give me another frame. And let me save things before I set my computer on fire and then lose all my work. Yeah, but I'm not well, I'm not doing it that way. Save. Save as. I'm gonna be so fussy about it. I can't leave the screen. That's so weird. Just one emote. You can't unsee. I mean, Toothless is a dragon and has less. Well, I thought Toothless teeth showed up on demand. Does Gargamel strike me as the kind of man who has at any point thought any of this through? No. I mean, he's a schemer, but he's like, he never thinks about the end game. A real classic villain. I can respect that, though. I'll just save it like that. That's fine. Just so I don't lose my work. What am I doing? Mouth. Copy. And I can just, you know what? This needs to go down here anyway. Come on. And then we don't need this layer anymore. Delete. Okay, now we have that here. Good deal. And how am I going to animate? I'll just start animating the close of the mouth, I guess. Give me the lip color again. Or I just, you know... no. Yeah, it's not gonna work. It has to be, like, at least in the department of where it was. It looks like I have a mustache. Just the underlip showing? Yeah, I could. Underlip sounds good. I can try that. It's doing things. It's not doing all of the things yet, but it's doing things. Blob noise. Oh, did I cough with the mic still on? I'm sorry. I've been trying to do it with it closed. I hope I didn't gross y'all out with that. My throat's been a little rough, but I'm trying to power through. No, I meant the emote doesn't. Oh, okay. Just for funsies, I'm gonna make one that's like like the pop cat face. Forgive me in advance, it's about to get weird. It's not looking better the more that I add. The worse it gets. If I just added like a little more. No, it's so cursed. It's so cursed. Is more mouth than I have nothing but mouth and I must scream. That's what I'm seeing. With one tooth? Oh yes, the single tooth. Here we go. She has a lot to say and she can say it all with that one tooth. Nah. I'm not singing that. I cannot hold a note right now. My throat's too sore. But you can imagine for me. I'm gonna hide this frame in a dark place now. I'm gonna delete that. And now we're safe. What if the eyes were parented to the mouth and head, and then I could change the head shape as she spoke? If I'm just calling that animation in anyway, that would be less for me to deal with later. So if I basically just merge the mouth down, or export them together, and then I can do more things with this frame, right? Like, I'm gonna grab the hair and just like add some movement, right? And on this frame, I'm just gonna do that. And maybe I'm on the whole move the head up. So even though the nose moved, it doesn't feel as much like it moved, you know? And then the only thing we're going to have to figure out is getting the eyes to track up when it's time. Like I can simulate it for now here. Just go like Control T, like up. Oh, right, I'm doing that differently. Hold on. I'm gonna switch to these eyes, and then we're gonna grab it, move up 1, and then the brow in frame 2 will do the same. Eyes are connected to the head shape, mouth is connected to the other thing. Something like that. Yeah, I think I need to move the hair back down one. Or in this one, move it down. We'll try it both ways just to be sure. Yeah, no, it's got to be on the spring back. Up. And this one should have some like drag behind, I think. And this one maybe as well. And then we'll leave that alone. There you go, a little bit of head movement. It's not like perfectly polished or anything. Like, just a little something something. I always have the Monkey Island scene in my mind when thinking of that song. Probably the first time I heard it. What is this song anyway? Hiya Jojo, thank you! Yeah, we got all affiliated and stuff. It's exciting. We're gonna be able to do a lot more things now. So I'm like trying to get set up on you subscribe to me. Aw, thank you. I appreciate you. I don't have like perks for anything set up yet. Like the only thing that we have going for us right now is that you can subscribe. And we're gonna have little Twitch pet buddies running around at the bottom of the screen. We're also gonna have some kind of points things. I don't know what to do with that yet. That's probably a later problem. But yeah, I want the Twitch buddies running around at the bottom of this because I want to hang out with y'all while y'all are here. You know, like have some other visual representation of y'all with me. I think would be really cool. I just need to figure out how to use stream avatars. And what else? What else we're planning on? Emotes. We got emotes to do. That's gonna be probably what I work on. If not tomorrow, then maybe Monday or Tuesday. Like Monday is like the super busy day for me, and I want to stream like 5 days a week, but Friday is also Blender class. It's like right on top of when I normally am streaming, so I'm not sure if I need to stream on like a weekend day, but I want to keep like, I want to keep a good pace, stay at a good clip, you know? So I gotta find out what our actual schedule is gonna be. Well, I don't know. You only know the Bone Song version? Bone Song version of like the Monkey Island thing? I probably should have played that. And I think it's a point and click adventure game, right? So I had point and click adventure games, but the ones that I had and that I played were like Blazing Dragons, which I did not know at the time was like an animated TV series. I only knew about the game as a kid. And that was, I think, The only point and click adventure that I had for like a long time. Yeah. But I know for everyone else it was pretty iconic. It was PC, right? I mean, it's point and click. I'd imagine it would be. I didn't get a lot of computer time until I was 13. I was not allowed to touch the internet. Token Rove, I know who you are. First time chatting though. Hi, welcome. Thanks for hanging out. Secret of Monkey Island 1 and 2 are definitely must play. Also incredible pixel art. Yes, definitely a must play. And I think they got... Didn't they make like a new thing recently? For Monkey Island? Like they made a remaster or something? Thank you. I wonder if it's on Steam. There's a big Steam sale going on at the moment. Maybe I'll pick it up. Who knows? What was I working on? I was working on messing up all of my layers. I think this might as well be on the same layer as this at this point, because it's just... They're inextricably linked by now. The only things that are probably separate are the eyes and brow. Because that's going to have to follow the blink, right? Yeah. Mostly hang out in streams and make art at the same time. Oh, that's fun. You're welcome to lurk. It is worthy of discussion. I know that I have many a game that's like, these are the legendary iconic things of these genres. Like, I have not played Super Mario 64. I haven't played Monkey Island. I didn't play the... what was the Legend of Zelda that everyone played? That was like the early 3D one. I had Link to the Past, but I didn't... I had Link to the Past and Link's Awakening, and then for a long time that was all that I had. Ocarina of Time. Yes, I didn't play Ocarina of Time. Or Final Fantasy VII. I was a Final Fantasy X kid. So I'm like... I wasn't a Pokemon kid, I was a Digimon kid. I had the alts. We have Pokemon at home. Pokemon at home is Agumon, and I kept spoiling him so I would only get Numamon. I had the dollar store, but I enjoyed my dollar store versions of things. Makes sense, honestly. I prefer my versions. I thought Blazing Dragons, the point-and-click adventure, was actually pretty hilarious at the time. It might even hold up. I'm not sure at all on that. If there's some jokes in poor taste that I don't remember. But off the top of my head, I remembered like it being the funniest thing to me as a kid. I agree with you, Defiant. Digimon isn't dollar store Pokemon, it's its own thing, and even more than that, I will add on to this, I think it is better than Pokemon. And that's the hill that I'm gonna die on. So, do with that information what you will. It did! It had better story, it had better character growth, it had better everything. Had better character designs. I mean, what other... Like, Pokemon didn't have Centaur that is also an android and a gun arm. They really had something for everyone in that. It's a lot more daring with its games. Yeah. Yeah, I think so too. Nerd. Get off my case. If you're in this stream, you're watching pixel art, you too are in here with the rest of us, nerd. You're a lot less apprehensive towards being weird with that. Also, Pokemon is Nintendo, no. Yeah. Me and Nintendo are gonna have a talk one day. It's never gonna happen, but in my head we are. I'm winning all of the arguments that I'm having with Nintendo in my head. Should I have like some shine on the hair? It looks very flat. Is this too late in the game for this? Can I just... Will y'all humor me for a minute while I try something? Is this pixel perfect on? Turn that off. I gotta squiggle things real quick. So I have a little bit of, you know, a little bit of depth. That seems about... That's something. Don't get me wrong, Nintendo was great. Yeah, that's operative word. Was. I'm trying not to like super hate train on the streams. I don't want to let that like become my identity early on or anything, but like, yeah. They're not making it easy for me to be on their side at the moment. My AAA dev standards are definitely not the worst. Yeah, that's true. Is that too noisy? I feel like there's just too much noise. I'm gonna have to tune that out. I want to have like one big cut, but I don't know where I want it to happen. Let me take a more... Let's just reset and approach it that way. That makes more sense to me. That makes more sense. Personally, it makes sense. Don't become one of those streamers. Yeah, I don't want to just like super duper hate train things, but yeah, Nintendo is tough for me to like at the moment. We all love games. Indeed, we all love games. Rip and tear until it is done. On that, like, one of the coolest things that has come out of Nintendo was like I'm considering it canonical love between Isabelle and Doom Guy. Do y'all remember that era at like the start of the whole pandemic where Animal Crossing came out and Doom came out at like the same time and everybody was just like, they must be friends. More than friends. I think they're more than friends. Doom Guy's smiling emote version. I think I could do that, but I don't really remember off the top of my head what it looks like. They basically said it. It's canon? Yes, it is canon. Excellent. Should I let this be and just copy it across the frames now? I think so. Can I just like magic tool it and then move it from there? Be. Whoa, I didn't mean to move it. I was trying to jump into the next frame. And in this one, I just need to... No, I think the shine can move with it. It makes a little bit of sense. Should the hand move? I haven't even touched that. I kind of don't want to. Wait. It might do well to move. I think I'm gonna do part of the rigging later after the stream so that I can not do only this one face for the rest of the stream. Because I also want to get around to doing whatever stream avatars are. And so if y'all will allow me, I'm just gonna save this. I'm gonna see if I can even run it. Can I run it at the same time? Oh man. Is it gonna let me? I've thought a little bit. I've thought a little bitty bit about what kind of stream avatars I want to have running around in our little garden down here. But if y'all have ideas, now is the time. It's like joke canon. Both companies acknowledge the ship, so I'm gonna say canon. I am as well. It's canon for me. Okay, let's try to run it. Please, please work. Pretty please. With my little Linux heart, can you just run out of the box? I'm not seeing anything happen. Oh no. Maybe I can just look up what the sprite sizes are and then just start drawing them anyway and just figure out how to make it work later. I mean, if that fails. It still says launching. That's usually not a good sign. Or no, does anyone know how to make stream avatars work on Linux just offhand? Just asking. For a friend. That's okay. I'm gonna look up the sprite sizes and I'll try to figure out how to make it work later. Yeah, I'm gonna cancel it. My computer's starting to scream at me for reasons unknown to me. Don't want to dance that close to the fire while I'm on stream, so. No, but I should probably figure it out for Kyla's stream. Oh my god, can you imagine a whole bunch of little, like, dudes with instruments hanging out at the butt like an orchestra while Kyla's strumming away? That would be so cool. I wonder what her little stream buddies would be like. Orchestra idea is awesome. Yes! Then you get to pick whatever instrument you're running around with. So I think you can kind of, like, you can make a base model, I think, and then you can make like some accessories to pick through. Like I said, I can't get it to run, so I don't really know, but I've seen people running around with it and it looks like you can make your own and then customize from there. I really just got overexcited at the idea of having them at all. And I was just like, I'm gonna do this today. With 5 minutes of research and not even opening the program yet. Because we've got gumption here. What is the sprite size? Sprite size for stream avatars. Do they have like a guide? Surely. Surely Temple, they have a guide. Your own content, how to create your own sprite sheet. Y'all don't mind if I just read a book right now, right? Characters face to the right. Alright, let's go ahead and make a new thing. Making a new thing. Alright, avatar animations. Okay, that's cool. Locate avatar folder. That would work if I could get it to open. Apply avatar settings. These are for people that can get in the app. I'm really just looking for, is it 16-bit? Is it 32-bit? I need a number. I need to know what this actual scale is. And we can just mess around from there. Stream avatar scale. Try that again. Maybe somebody has some sample sheets I can start from. Oh, these seem way higher res than the other ones I was looking at. Can I upload my own res? Oh, custom. Oh, it has Photoshop templates. Well, not that one. Gone are the days where you just download a sprite sheet and it'd be the scale of the sprites. Oh, hiya, Susan. Visuals over on YouTube. I'm sorry if I missed you. It doesn't really tell me when you said that, but I've been hanging out mostly on the Twitch here. It's going pretty well though. I'm making some stream avatars if I can figure out how to make them. I am trying to find what the scale of them is. But maybe I can just make it up as I go. I'm gonna guess 1616. If nothing else, I'm going to, oh, thank you. It's chill. Aw. Aw, you're sweet. Thank you. I am still working on a new sprite. I'm not sure how we're going to animate her yet, but I think we've gotten her far enough that we just, from this point on, I'm going to have to do the rest with some research off screen where I can figure out how to rig her in the way that I want, which is basically calling in another animation image instead of actually saying these are the eyes, these are the mouth, switch mouth image open for mouth image closed and stuff like I have currently. Is it based on my OC? It is not. It's based on me IRL, kind of. It's me but cooler. Me, but if I were cool. Let's see, I have sort of this haircut. I have sort of the double piercings. I want to get my eyebrow pierced, but I haven't gotten that one done yet. The only downside is I can't really draw my tattoos at this resolution, so no. None of that. Just plain old, out of the box. Things going pretty well so far. I am trying to find, but I am just about ready to accept. I am ready to accept that I am just going to make a version of this avatar that can fit in the scene that we have, which is... Where was it? I thought I made. I'm going to drag in my overlay layer by layer, and that's what we're going to do. I'm going to start there and go to Streaming Tools, where my new overlay is, and start dragging it in. Oh wait, I already have an assembled look. Okay, cool, cool, cool. This is the plan. We're gonna make a guy that can fit over here. And that's gonna be our scale. That's the only scale that we've got it. Sunny, I'll define it as Sunny, I've seen you. You're pretty much exactly as cool. You are sweet. I'm flattered. I want to get my eyebrow pierced next just to make myself more like my character, but I am trying to not just spend all my time in tattoo parlors and piercing places. One day. All right, let's start doodling little guys. Well, if I'm doodling a little guy, what is he gonna look like? I'm gonna hang out down here. So let's go ahead and zoom in to our area. I thought about having little birds. So do I play games or just do art on stream? Susan asks from YouTube. I do art. I don't really play games. I don't know if I answered that actually already. I'm having a short-term memory at the moment. But yeah, mostly just art at the moment. I am a pixel and voxel artist, and I started streaming because I want to improve on some other areas of art that I'm like less comfortable with. Like I've been learning a bit more of Blender. I've been taking that over to, or my hope is to take that over to Unreal eventually and start getting more familiar with that. I've spent all my time and energy in a voxel art based game engine, and I think to really level myself up, I'm gonna have to start getting into one of the big boy game engines, you know? So that's the plan, was to just hang out and learn and make art along the way. Just curious, have you ever thought about doing VTubing someday? I had a VTuber in the past at my last job, and I might make one again eventually. Right now, pngtubers are quick to make and a little bit more accessible, but I would like to again make a VTuber sometime. I think I want to make another voxel art VTuber, but she's just a thought in the back of my mind at the moment. So do I have one? I have the one that was from my old job. Is it 2D or 3D? It was 3D. It was a voxel art VTuber that I made when I worked with Big Bang. And I didn't know a lot about, it was the first VTuber that I had made. And so I didn't know how to do shape keys. Like I had pixel art for the face. So imagine a 3D voxel model. I did like a pixel art face, and then for all of her emotions would just be pixel art images that were hanging out inside her skull. And then I would just call them forward whenever she hit the shape key, right? For like the various mouth shape sounds would just call a different image forward, because I didn't know how to cull that or, you know, texture slide or things like this. And I still don't really know how to do that. So there's a lot of learning to be done before I go and do it. So when I do it again, I want to do it right. You also make VTuber models? Oh, nice. If you want to share and show off, please do. I want to see. I'm going to open you in a new tab even and see if I can... Is it under this name? Go to channel. Oh, okay. I'm going to check out... Oh, you have a personal site. Oh. Or Instagram, maybe? Oh, that's so cool. Y'all over on Twitch, I'm sorry, I'm kind of pinging between chats at the moment, but like, I just saw Susan over on YouTube making little pngtuber models, and while I'm not signed in, so I can't really like see it at the moment or share it at the moment, they are making some pretty cool stuff. And I can't really like just pull it onto the screen, but maybe I can drop a link. I'll wait until I know that you're comfortable with something like that though, before I just do that. Can I also do rig parts of the model like professionally? I would wait on this if you're looking for a 3D rig for me to actually do a little bit more research about how to do shape keys a little bit better. And also wait until I have like a little bit of a portfolio so you know if pixel art and voxel art is how you want your, in my particular style, is how you want your model to be. I don't have, like I said, I've only made the one. And I made it kind of slapdash and quickly. So I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm totally the person for your VTuber project if you're looking for an artist. I am quite flattered. I'm not turning you away. I'm just saying, don't have a lot of experience. I've made one. And it was fun to make, but I could have done some things better. So, if you want to stick around, I am planning on making one in the future. When I can help you with that, I appreciate it. Maybe in time, but this one is going to be a back burner project for a while. I'm just staring at an empty field and I feel like I'm spending more time talking than drawing. So I'm going to try to do a little bit more of that. And what am I going to start drawing? I'm going to start by drawing little birds, because I think that was my original plan, was little birds that you can have be customized with like various beak shapes and hats and stuff. A little brighter, a little yellower. I'm realizing there's quite a tight fit for scale though at this resolution. Not impossible, just a challenge, I think. Okay. So if you want, I can make anything from scratch, even VTuber models. I appreciate that. But I do want to, if I do this, I kind of want to make mine. I'm really flattered for the offer though. Like I just want to be able to say that like, oh, I built this myself because I'm an artiste and I do these things. And I said they got a face to the right. So there you go. Here's a bird facing to the right, technically. Maybe to get various little tail feathers. Let's see if that looks good with the scale. He looks huge. He's a huge looking dude. Oh my goodness, I've been muted. I don't know how long I've been muted. I've just been giggling here in the background. So I don't know how long I've been muted. Zergling, if you were wondering, Grace a la Pixel Tuner, here you go. Here's the emote. If I had a Doom Guy face emote. Also, Susan, because I don't know how long I was muted after that last call, you were asking if I wanted you to make VTuber models for. I appreciate the offer. I am, however, going to probably make my own if I make one at all. So, thank you. But I gotta climb that hill myself. Here we need this. I will make it happen. Make it happen. Oh, this is delightful. Oh, wonderful. No need for sorry. This is truly delightful. What am I doing? What's our little guy gonna be? Maybe just an actual guy. I'm gonna go with a more pleasant color for starters. And they should have little leggies and little armies. And a little chibi body. That could be our guy shape if we go for something more humanoid. So we have a couple of ideas. We have a little bird. Oh, and we have a little guy. And we can clean these up a little bit later, but I'm just getting some silhouettes down real fast. What else could I make? That a little. Maybe little animals of some kind? Oh, we've done an animal. Yeah, it's a big chicken. Big chicken. But maybe we can do the bird again, but better. Give me this. Goodbye, bird. We're gonna do it again. But different. Orb shaped vaguely, and maybe some tail feathers of various kinds. You can choose your type of tail feather if you want. So, not sure, but still seems a bit big for the kind of scene that he's in, you know? So what else can we make? What other kind of little guys? It's a bad time of year to be a burb that big. Yeah. On this day in particular, most dangerous day, it is. I almost made a bad reference, shouldn't I? Well, maybe it's safe to say, like, it's the purge day for turkey everywhere. Pretty much, yeah. What else can I make? Oh, he made it happen in the emote form. Can I set that? Like, how do I add one? Can I add one from here? Emotes only. No. I'm gonna have to look up how to even add the emotes. Question box. Goals. I don't know how to do that. That's okay. I will add it after the stream. I'm sorry, Pixel. I am not a super streamer lady just yet. I don't know how to add it. I'll add it when I know. Here we go. Now this is my kind of groove. I like some Sonic music. They're so funky. I think I want them to have like huge heads. And be more head than anything else. No, let's not give him a slouch or anything. We'll go with like... Another thing to think about is like, I wanted one of the redeems to be like, you could make your little avatar guy hang out in one of the clouds. Which I know that people can do, but, you know, I don't really know how yet. I guess the Chibidoki School of Character Design is all... I didn't know that her VTuber had... you know, the rest of the model. I'm only used to seeing Chibidoki's avatar with the eyes going two different directions, you know the one? I love that model design so much. Oh my god, Defiant. I'm not saying that out loud, but I'm laughing. I am also here for it. I love her level of crazy. That girl be crazy. I'm not sure which shape I like better, but I think this one has like a little bit more dynamic pose going on. He looks too combat ready though. He looks like he's about to fight like traditional gamer man pose. I'm really just trying to nail a silhouette first, and then we can go from there. Alright, what other Pepto-Bismol boys can we make? Who's hungry for turkey? They're both just like circling this turkey. That's not even a turkey. It's just a vaguely Pepto bird. Maybe I can do like a bird-like human shape. So you still have like, you know, your tail feather accessory you can choose. But you can still have like little thin birdie legs. And be like the bird people from Zelda, now that we're on that music. Yeah, little Borb guy instead. It's very rough idea. We can polish it up, don't worry about it. I'll make it look great in post. Oh, it's a bad idea to take a sip of water. It sounds like a gang from like ah yes, the Pepto-Bismol boys. Alright, at it again. I'm sorry if I ruined your drink. I'm gonna give him a little curve just to see how I feel about that. Hi Yade, thank you. Thank you. We're doing things now. The wheel is already in motion. Chibi showed up. Chibi, after your raid yesterday, was like, I'm gonna be the turn on sub so I can sub to you. I figured it out and I did a lot of reading and I turned it on. I got it going. And 5 seconds after I showed up on stream, as I'm still setting things up, Chibi showed up and was like, bam, subbed. First, and then probably like gifted a whole bunch. Real sweetheart. So bless. Okay, I think I've gotten attached enough to this one. I'm gonna put the other Pepto boys into another layer and turn them off. Oh goodness. Cookie, thank you. Oh my goodness, y'all are so sweet. I'm super flattered. I did not think like that was going to all happen as soon as I went and turned subs on. And I appreciate it. I'm gonna try to make it worth it. I'm gonna really try to make it worth it. You can see that we're glowing up at the moment. We're making our sprite. Please let me zoom at a reasonable degree. We're making our new overlays. We're gonna have a new model. We got we're gonna have little stream avatar buddies. That's the plan. And what else? We're gonna have emotes. Y'all missed it. Pixel has already made the first emote because Zergling said, what was it? That we need to have like the Doom Guy evil grin. So, if you're sensitive, shield your eyes. But we've already got our first emote, and Pixel made it so that my avatar looks like Doom Guy. And I want this to be our first emote so bad, but I don't know how to set it up. So you're gonna have to wait for a minute, and I'm gonna make it for the next time around. Okay, let's start making a bird, at least have like a shirt, I guess. Start by dividing out a shirt. I'm not concerned at all for color right now. I just want to get it built and make it work later. You have to add it to get it approved by Twitch. Oh. All right, there are rules for that. Yeah. If you stream enough and not have emotes taken down, you can get auto upload. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, it's worth it. I think I can wait for this emote to take off. We're gonna have little bird feet like that, maybe. I don't know, maybe I'll like curve the toes a little. Yeah, okay. Okay. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. And maybe they'll have like big old wing hands. That needs a better color. That needs to be something else. At least for now. And we can change it, but like it needs to be a little brighter, I think. Just mark where the little birdie legs are gonna have their little separations. It's very silly looking at the moment, but I've got a plan. Oh, I haven't checked the YouTube chat for a minute, but I think... Okay, nothing's moved. Whew. When you raid, it should be the signature emote spam. Oh, good. Doom Summer shows up, and then the music just starts playing. Like, you hear Mick Gordon in the distance, and then we show up and just flood them with Doom Guy emo. Okay, I like the idea of the arms hanging like down and over. Like that. Uh-oh. Pixel sent another upload. Oh my god, Defiant. If the Pepto-Bismol boys didn't disturb you before, I got something for you. Well, Pixel's got something for you. I just have to save it so I can open it in a safe way. Hold on. You have to zoom in a lot. Here we go. I love it. Wonderful. Thank you, Pixel. Now we have Sunnygur. This is Yadiger. Now we have Sunnygur. Sunnygur is just Doom Guy, but oh goodness. Oh goodness, hi. Thank you, Yade. Thank you for the sub. I'm super flattered. That is crazy. I didn't expect any of that to happen so quickly. And like, I'm always just like, oh, I've got to make it worth it now. I've got to just make all the art immediately, really fast. More expensive on mobile? I had no idea. See, I need to do more research on these things. I wonder if I can adjust. I mean, I think Twitch sets its own price for these things, right? I don't want people to be like going out too far out of their way, you know? But But I think it's real sweet of y'all to show up and be like my first subs. Try to like separate this out to like a tummy color. Or maybe it's shorts. Maybe it could be shorts. Okay, I'm starting to see the idea. I don't know how many times I've said that by now. They should definitely have outlines too. What am I doing with that? I'm not bothered by color right now. Just trying to get the ball rolling. Yeah. Oh yeah, I don't know if if you do Thanksgiving, but if you do, I hope you have a good one. I hope you get to eat your fill of sweet potato casserole, because I have such a hankering for it right now. And I can't have it. I could have it. I'm just trying to watch what I eat right now. And I'm in Canada, so they've already had their Thanksgiving. You can't just keep having Thanksgivings anytime I want a Thanksgiving. That's alright. I'm not crazy about it having whites in the eyes though. Maybe this is good enough. And you just get to pick your eye color. And I think I want to have some of these things get separated out already. So let me get... No, not what I'm trying to do. I'm gonna get you an outline going. That is not at every corner, just around the edges there. And maybe we can help use outlines to separate some things, so they read better at the actual scale they're going to be shown at, you know? It's like without it, it gets a little lost. You love sweet potato? Oh my god, yes. So what I did in anticipation is I bought some sweet potatoes anyway. I'm not gonna make sweet potato casserole. They're gonna go in the air fryer because the air fryer is healthy, I think. Or maybe I'm just like, if the air fryer is the new food craze that everybody's like, everything you make in an air fryer is healthy. It's probably not. It hasn't come out yet. Hiya, hold on, I have to say this right. Lord Bedinari. Is that right? Hiya and welcome. You have candied yams. Oh, don't make me hungrier for sweet potatoes than I already am. I want some candied yams. Lisa said it fine. Awesome. Well, welcome. We're just making some little pixel guys because I figured out now I can use stream avatars. I just need to figure... Well, we can, but we can't, but we can later. I can, now that I'm affiliate, have stream avatars, but I can't because I can't get the program to open, so I don't know what my scale limitations are. But I can go ahead and make the avatars and make them work for whatever the scale is later. So that's the plan. That's what we're doing. Let be in a little bit more and then just have like a little divide there. No, that just sort of takes away the foot there. What distro am I on? I am on Linux Mint. I am starting to transition away from Windows, and I'm trying to de-Google my life, and I'm trying to take all these little bitty steps. So I'm not like a Linux expert. I'm just slowly, and with a lot of help from a lot of friends, figuring out how to do things on Linux, what I can replace some of these things with over time. And yeah, I've been told that Mint is a good starting point, and I think that that's been a good experience for me so far. It definitely feels very much like Windows. Back when I enjoyed being on Windows. So it's like the version of Windows that I enjoy. Which was back when they allowed me to have an amount of control over the design, right? You haven't heard it, you haven't used it yourself, but you heard good things. Okay. Are you on Linux as well? Like, what version are you using? If I do it that way, I think the shoulders get shruggy in a weird way. They have to stay up a certain height. And I think I want the head to be bigger, like way bigger. Yeah, way bigger. Way more head space means more hat space, and we want big hats. Using Zorin. What is Zorin like? I'm gonna just check it out real quick. Zorin. Linux. Ooh, that's a heavy promise. Make your computer better, says Zorin OS. Very fancy website. I don't understand what I'm looking at too terribly. Arch is pretty good. Yeah, Zergling, you're Arch guy, right? Aren't you? Am I right on that? Or is it something else? I'm gonna do this rot sprite first, and then I'm gonna make it pretty later. Okay. Is that too big? Yeah, it's a little too big. I think I like that. And this could be like the flamingo version of the model, right? Alright, so let me go ahead and drop the opacity. I'll make a new one. And we're going to do it again, but we're going to do it better. Oh, I love this superstition cover. Or superstitious. Oh, I think it's become a tech chat. I need to catch up. Using CachyOS with Hyperland. Emailing. Decided running Gen 2 on my X2. I can't keep up. I'm gonna let y'all do your thing. I'm gonna make a bird in the meantime. And I will try to understand later. Superstition everywhere. Ooh, I like that slap bassy thing that's happening too. Okay. And then just why am I doing it that way? I think it was a black outline anyway. Let's do it that way. Well, now we have more room. Maybe we can make this way bigger. I like that. I kind of like that. Okay, I'm gonna try to catch up. I've heard about compiling Firefox. What? Why do compile? I think, Circling, that you have explained this to me in the past about why compile, but I don't know what it does to make Firefox better. Is it just like it allows you to see and diagnose problems within it better? Like you can see inside it as to what's going on? I'm just making stuff up. If it's a flamingo, shouldn't he have slightly more neck? Right now it's proportionally more parrot. Yes, I agree with you. Maybe if you have a custom head, the custom head should come with a custom neck that is more like this. I'm gonna have to figure out the details of how you can customize them, because I want people to have like custom, you know, like pick a bird. But if they pick a bird, I want them to be able to pick a hat. And if they pick a hat and the head that I modeled all the hats on is down here, and they pick a flamingo head and the flamingo head's up here, then I have to think about, like, is the hat still gonna be in the right place, doing the right thing at the right time? I'm gonna go ahead and make our flamingo with the neck because I'm attached to it now and I want to see how it looks like. Okay, turn that back on. And then we can just clean up from there. Oh, okay. Compiling everything is a Gentoo, Ubuntu? There's a lot of two thing. I think the idea is everything is optimized for your hardware. Okay. Any program technically you are running is compiled to some extent. Gentoo is special because instead of installing pre-built compiled binaries, you tweak what you want and don't want. Oh, like taking apart a motorbike. Buying a part versus 3D printing it. That makes sense. Okay. Did I actually merge these two or not? I didn't. There we go. I like that. And maybe you can have like a little pale blush. Delightful. Delightful. Yes. Okay. And that shirt is too dark now. It needs to be something else. Now we can have brighter blues without being lost in the background. Uh-oh. Pixel sent more Sunny Doom. Oh no. Well, it exists on the Discord. That's cool. I'm gonna download this one with the sun behind it. It was cute. And I'll show that. I have to give it another name though. Hold on. Just jumble some text. Man, you're getting a lot of mileage out of this Doom guy, I'm gonna be so for real with you. But I love it, so here's our new Doom. Here's our new Doom emote. It's all sunny and happy. Look, I'm happy to see you. If you are, in fact, a BFG. It keeps getting worse. I think it just keeps getting better. Yeah, better. Yeah, I like this. Can I make any other little guys? I need more scale to do this. It's still too neon. There we go. I think that's our yellow. I'm just going to replace that with that. Then let this open. And replace those little bits right there. It's very sudden, that end. Can we make it go a little higher? Kind of takes away from the neck though. Yeah, okay. I'm good with that. Doom guy with earrings. It's fashionable but also tactical. I mean, it's yeah, I can't think of any tactical advantage to having piercings. But he's in a helmet, so you wouldn't know anyway. It's blurred. Indeed. I think there's a little jaggy happening that needs to be fixed, but it makes the arm poof out. So I don't know how I feel about it. Maybe I can make that tummy go down by one more voxel? Not voxel. Pixel. No, and he loses his pudge. I like the little pudge. He's got to keep that. Okay. I'll leave it. I'll leave it alone. Leave it like that, and maybe we can make another with the time that we have. 65. Yeah, I got time. If y'all got time, I got time. Well, what are the other options for Borb gonna be? Are there any other, like, super long neck birds that we can start from? Why did geese not come to mind? I'm a Canadian now. I have to think about these things. Gooses. Let me look at a picture of a goose because I forgot what they look like. Because trauma has caused me to forget what they look like. Swear I have a cobra chicken. Yep, yes, indeed. I'm sorry, it's a cobra chicken, of course. Oh, what happened just now? Did a sprite crash? No, everything just went to desktop. That's okay, I got it, I got it. Ostrich, swan, heron. Man, y'all are better at ornithology than me. Why am I the one making the birds? No, I'm messing with you. Thanks. I'm gonna try to make a goose. Cobra chicken, sorry, cobra chicken, and see how much time we have from there. Keep doing the pixel. I like the suspicious side look though from Doom Guy. I gotta get some drawing done. So, probably go with the same shade of black that you're using up here. And I'm just gonna blanket that in for starters. And you have like a little white there. Maybe we'll have to outline the eyes so that they don't get completely lost. Oh, it's a little harsh of a look though. I have to think about that. And your beak is also going to be just a slightly lighter shade here. More. 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 That's probably it. That's probably close. Oh, look, it's so cute now. I like that. I like it. Beak should also be thinner and flatter. Yeah, we're gonna get there. For sure, for sure. And the neck is fine enough to leave as is. Let's get that brown color on the body, and then we'll get into it. No, more saturated. And some of them are like brown, some gray, some brown gray. I'll go with that for some color. Gustav. Are plural Gustavs Gustav then? Like a family of Gustavs? Okay, let's work on the beak now. We'll get that little narrow honkin'. Yeah. Maybe I'm gonna give them a little more of a bump at the start, because I think they have like a little notch up at the top, right? Is a Gustav just a waterfowl who ends up being the main character of a Baldur's Gate game? I mean, perhaps. Goose schnoz. Yeah, okay. Gotta have a little... Maybe you should have a little doot for your actual nostril to be. Where is a flamingo's nostril? I don't... Very specific questions you have to answer in art. Okay, and your tail is about the same shade of black as here. All kinds of messy though. I'm gonna fix that a little bit. It's a little better. Have a black tip. Right, yes. They have a little smile on their beak. Can I fit a little smile in there? He looks so happy when he smiles. Can I make him all smile? Your beak is very difficult to make grin, but we're gonna work on that. We can do it. Hold on. I've got no. It might be sort of there. Kind of, sort of, maybe not really. Flamingo boy's looking good. Thank you. Okay. Now what kind of clothes does Gooseman wear? Gustav, sorry. Can I draw a suit? Like a suit and tie? In this amount of space? Have like a... Goose just looks like they would wear a suit and tie. And then enact crazy amounts of Goose-related violence anyway. Oh, it's so monochrome though. And suits with the shorts is not... No. We're all getting simple shirts with... You get a color t-shirt and a color of shorts. That's what I think. For starters. And just to signify that he can have a different color shirt. Maybe he wants to rep Canadian colors. A little brighter. More. Yeah, okay. Oh, and their legs are a different color too. Okay, I think they got this color for the legs. And do they have web feet? I think they do. Right? You can't get a good picture of goose feet. God. Please don't take that out of context. I'm looking at reference picture. I'm just looking for references. Pretty sure Geesmore is wearing like a wife beater football jersey. So Goose should have flappy feet. Okay. Gonna go with a webbed foot. Which I can only really signify probably like that, I think. And maybe widen it out. There you go. Webbed feet, sort of. Don't squint. Okie dokie, cockatoo would be screaming over it. Yeah, the cockatoo version is only going to be screaming. The mouth is never closed. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and save that somehow before I lose it. Dream of a bird sketch. A sprite. Oop. A secretary bird. Oh yeah, let me look up a secretary bird. I don't know if y'all watched Agretsuko, but I've like, because of a character in that show, I really love secretary birds now. So elegant. You haven't seen it? It's cute. It's I don't think it is more than 3 seasons or something like that. So there's plenty to watch. They're kind of short, sweet. Not too heavy on the plot or anything. And just fun. Watching a very adorable red panda struggle to survive office life. Any bird that wears yoga pants while kicking the crap out of comments. Yeah, how do I lend the right amount of elegance to this bird? You definitely have the claw feet, so I'm gonna start with this model. And you're gonna be like... Yeah, you also have a long neck. You have a long neck. Bit of gray going on. And then you have like black... Pow, pow, pow. You have like crazy hair. Feathers. It just looks like a mohawk. Pigeon. Yeah. Beak is the right amount of hook, I think. It could be a little bit more outward. And it's definitely got to be gray as well, but it's like, it's close but not the same shade. I think it's going into the blue here. More. A little more. It has like a slight hook down though. Like just a little bit. But it doesn't look super great to do it that way. I don't know why yet. Pijukaso. You could lengthen the legs, then that'd probably make the whole getting the separate parts to work thing a good bit harder. Yeah, they're definitely known for like super long legs, but so are flamingos, and we went with squat legs. We're gonna keep the legs the same length. Same length legs. Most birds of prey have hooked beak for tearing into their prey. That's smart. I too should have a hooked beak for tearing into my prey. No, I shouldn't. That looks a little bit better. A little bit better. Not totally there, but better. And you have like this bit of orange around the eye. Too dark. Still too dark. It can't get any brighter than that. That's fine. Yeah, it's kind of pretty bright anyway. Might be okay. And it kind of goes all the way up to the beak. There. Yeah. Some of your prey is like poutine and sushi. I don't think you need a tearing hook for that. You know what? I mean, I've had some tough poutine in my time. They don't always make them poutine fries very chewable. And your body is a deeper gray. It's kind of like the beak level of gray. So we're just going to go with that. And you got the black here. Okay. And your legs are definitely there, but like you have to have like the extra little bit there. Yeah, there it is. There's our secretary bird, kind of. I'm gonna clean up a little bit on this. But you get the idea. Gotta have yoga pants. Yep. Maybe I should just erase this part and start fresh with like actual intent to do something. This is gonna be tough to nail down. How do I want to do that? It looks like they have antenna. It's a very antenna-y kind of start, but they have like this pretty bit of crown feather. I want to make sure I get it, but it's so stringy. I don't know how. Oh, no, 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 no. Probably in the right place, but in the wrong orientation. That's a bit better. I don't know. We're probably gonna have to work on that. Some other point when I figure out how to do this. It's definitely crazy hair. I get a bit broader near the tip if that helps. It does not. I only have 2 pixels of width to work with per strand. I think, can I make one more? What other ones do I need to make? There's a lot of birds listed earlier. You got pigeon, cockatoo. Get it colorful. Let's get a parrot or something. We've got 2 birds that are very, like, grayish. I want some very colorful ones too. What color of parrot do I want? I like this blue and yellow thing going on. I'm gonna try that. Parrot's a good shout. Yeah, we gotta have one that's in the short neck category so I can test if hats will work. No, you're gonna have to go over here. Okay, that's closer to my drawing hand anyway. And let's get you nice and blue. Somewhere in this range, but very saturated. Very saturated. Makes that part easy. And your beak is black, so let's get that dealt with. Kind of like that, I guess. And where's your little nostrils? They're kind of hiding up at the top here. I'm just gonna put them there for now. Cuter without the mouth line? Yeah, it's so dark it might as well not have it, right? Maybe I have like one little oop where it's like that. No. How does Toucan Sam do it? Toucan Sam is blue. Got a black beak. What's his character look like? Toucan Sam. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a lot more rainbow colors going on in that beak for him to smile with. Also, it's a totally different shape. Nope, that's not what we're going for. Not at all. This needs to be this, but more saturated and darker. And then we gotta have like a yellow, orange yellow. It kind of comes from here all the way around. And then down the neck. And like that becomes the chest color, I think. And then your wingtips are also like a different color of blue. And that doesn't really read toucan, well, not toucan, but I think part of it is this. Oh, how short? At least like a little bit of neck, so enough for the shirt to have an end? I don't know. Toucans are related to woodpeckers? Huh. Can you imagine a beak that size tearing up into a tree? It's so huge. Probably sounds like gunshots if it's like going off trying to drive into a tree. I don't know how they get their food. I've never seen a toucan eat, I think. Oh, they have a bit of green. That's what I'm missing. I'm like, why is this still not reading like parody to me? I think you gotta have a little bit more color here. A little crest of green, but it's not the right color. It does sort of round off at the back. And their beak curls a lot. Their beak curls a lot more. I think I can do that. Like that. You know? Maybe I can push it out further just to accentuate it. Yeah. Thank you, Mod Toilet. This is your first chat. Welcome. We're making a whole bunch of things as we're affiliate now, so we can do a lot of stuff. So we're gonna make stream avatars once I figure out how to get it to work. And if I get it to work, you're gonna be little birds hanging out on the bottom of the screen with me. And we're gonna do emotes, and we're gonna have a grand old time, and I'm gonna make a new little tuber, new little overlay, all kinds of stuff. I think I might be able to do a couple more here. What do I do next? We're tearing through these faster than I thought I would, now that we've kind of nailed down the form. I think something I might change for the squat birds, which might change the model for the big birds, and I'm not sure how yet. So I think y'all need to have more chest available somehow. I'll tinker with that later. I want to get as many birds as I can make as fast as possible. And maybe some hats. I haven't thought about that. Oh, I haven't thought about the whole point of like them having huge heads was like, I'm gonna get them to wear hats and people can pick their hat. But I can't imagine that all of these hats are gonna behave with the secretary bird hair. Maybe I'm just gonna let people have that clipping if they want to have that clipping. What are some other shorter necked birds we can do? Maybe like a cardinal? A robin? That's nice, yeah. Let me look at robins. Isn't it super late for you to find? Or am I keeping you up? I hope not. They have like one big tuft of color on the chest and then they're kind of like brown around the back. With a black crest on the head, I think. They come in so many varieties. All of these photos look different. 11:30? Okay. On account of sick, I slept a lot during the day. Oh, right, yeah. I hope you're feeling better. I hope it passes really fast. Stomach bugs really suck. Do a little robin. And if I do, you're gonna have orange crest. Oh, I saw a message come in. Who's that? Who's that? What are they doing? Aw, I got in somebody's recommended channels. Thank you, Pixel. That's so cool. Thank you kindly. I appreciate you. Robert. That's me. And he's moving up in the... Yeah! Pixel sent me as a recommended. I'm all flattered and stuff. I am going to have to find that brown from earlier. Where was it? There you are. And your back and wing kind of carry the same. And I think it stays that way down to the tips. Meep at Mud Toilet. Yee, hello Mud Toilet. I'm gonna have to fix all of these tail feathers to have better lines, I think. I will deal with that later because it sounds boring to do right now. And you have like a huge tuft of this bright orange right there. But that's not too, it's too close to the brown that we have. So that's gonna have to change a little bit. Gotta have a peacock eventually. Oh yes, definitely. I haven't really messed with their tails terribly much. I think we picked a lot of birds that kind of have similar... Well, like if I'm doing a goose tail, that should be like that, right? Not so much a tail at all, really. Oops, right out the back. I'll look it up later. But I don't think they have much in the way of tail. Their beaks are... Robin beaks are... kind of little triangles. Just sharp, thin little triangles. That are also like a kind of canary yellow. I think I want to have like a sharper line here. I don't know what like color of the smile is going to be. Really? Oh, it should also be a proportionally smaller beak. Yeah. Yeah, they got teeny tiny beaks. That's definitely very characteristic of them. How about somewhere there? I want to leave myself with just enough room that they can still smile. Oh, what am I doing? I need to clean up a little more. How did I get so turned around? Just remove that part for now until I know what I'm doing. Is that enough to get away with? Is it too small? I think we have enough room to work with. Can I give him a smile? Can you smile for me? Big smiles. Kinda. It's... I'm gonna have a tough time making all of them smile. Like for you, gotta be like a brighter color, right? Doesn't really look. I'll leave that there for now, but I'm not sure. You loving the burbs? Thank you. Thank you, bunches. I am also enjoying them. I want to make sure that I get like the same emotional range for all of them so they all have, maybe just right along the bottom is okay. I think it might be okay. I still need to work on that shade of brown, needs to be more. Like there, perhaps? I'm realizing that the crest of the head doesn't have it. I hope y'all didn't catch that cough. Oof. Kind of rounds off the top of the head. Hey, leopard. How's it going? It goes right up to here almost. I don't know, some of them look like they have their crest colors in different places. Now I'm not sure what to think. Maybe I'm getting way too literal about it. I shouldn't worry. I'm doing all right? That's good to hear. I'm doing good. We're celebrating a little bit, hitting affiliate by doing all of the things that we can now do on stream. We're getting ready to have stream avatars. We're going to have emotes. I'm going to have a new little pixel art pngtuber. Ben on wheels, all good. Thanks for hanging out, Ben. Okay. We have room for another bird. And we haven't done my favorite bird yet. So if y'all will forgive me, I know it's not very colorful. But I want a crow. So we're gonna make a crow. Why am I looking up? It's just a black all over. It's the easiest bird to draw. A chrome bird? No, that's a good approach. We haven't done any like fantasy kind of birds. Like a robot bird, chrome bird. Is that what you had in mind? Because I could do like... I could see myself doing like a robo bird, alien bird, zombie bird, all of these things. Phoenix is a big choice, yes. Good one to find it. Definitely added to the list. And I'm gonna use this for the beak. I haven't changed any of their clothes for a while. I realized I just have not cared at all to change their shirts after the first one. You made your first VFX effect on Blender? Awesome. What'd you make? Native American Thunderbird? What does that look like? Hold on, I'm Googling that right now. Thunderbird. Oh, I've seen the designs before. I didn't know what they were called. That's cool. I might like to. I want to be careful about it. I want to make sure I get it right if I do it. You know what I mean? Because I don't know any. I didn't even know what they were called until just now. Minecraft water splash VFX? I'm not sure how you would show me. I technically, I very loosely technically have a Discord. You could probably paste it too. Okay, you know how? Okay, cool. You have like a video uploaded somewhere? You could link to... I should make some way for people to share stuff. It's an important thing to think about. Why am I not thinking about these things? I need to think about all the things all the time. You can give me a Discord link and copy and paste yourself? Yeah, okay. Are you like whispering it? Oh. Don't give me no virus, okay? That's a download. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. You made this. That's crazy. So did you use like crocodile or so? How did you do it? You had a nice bloom going on things too. It's very fluid. Yeah, nice job. I'm gonna have to look up about how people get to share stuff back and forth to each other. There's got to be like a standard way of doing these things that's like safe for everyone involved. Where is my little reference images? There you are. don't know how you've used a texture node, but uploaded multiple images, like animation frames, or like the image of the bubble, the image of the splash upward, etc. I think that's all I need. There's crow. No, he's got to have a better crow beak. He's got to have the crowinest beak that ever beaked. No, it's got to go higher. It does have like a crook to it at the top, right? Gotta make sure I get that right. I think that's it. Kinda. Such a flat mouth there. For the bubbles, you need to make a particle mod. That crow is gonna wear a hat. It's probably gonna be like a fedora or something else with mob vibes. Yes. Oh my god, yes. Mobster crow. Yeah, we've got to have some way to change their clothes, I think. More than just like color. Different styles. I'm gonna have to look at how to set up the customizability of things. Because I definitely want to put him in a suit and then give him the little fedora hat. Not in a milady way, but in a like, yeah, see? That kind of way. Is there a reason why a group of crows is called a murder? I just thought it was because it was a very goth thing to do. Ladies, and we don't have that emote yet, but we're gonna real soon. I think I'll just call it Sunny Doom. That said, I think we're about near the end. Maybe we can squeeze one more in, because that one was the easy one. We can do uno más. What else can we do? We can start on the phoenix. Let me look at generally what phoenixes look like. Phoenix bird. Nice, some magical pictures. A cool thing corvids do is that when they spot a dead crow in their turf, they all gather to figure out what they might have died of. Oh, yeah. I think I remember reading that somewhere too. Yeah, it makes me sad. But also, man, they are so smart. Need to now make snow effects, which I don't know why I'm struggling with it. Just make rain effects, but make them white bubbles and then very, very slow. That's not helpful at all, I know, but I'm trying to think of... I don't know what exactly you're using to make your VFX, so I'm not really sure how to assist. But if you were making them on Big Bang, I could absolutely help you with making some VFX. What am I doing? I'm gonna make this phoenix have... We'll just start from here, really. And our first thing is that they're gonna have to be on fire, right? So, nice bright oranges. For starters. And like a bright yellow beak color. I see a lot of crown feathers. I definitely want to have that. I think that helps a lot on the definition. Like that, you know? Maybe I can make it a little bit more kind of there-ish. Just like little fiery flames coming out of the top of their head. Normal snow is easy. Minecraft is harder. Okay. There's a cool vid of a crow using a lid to ski. A skiing crow? Yes, I want to see this. What? That's so crazy. I don't know what I can show and not. This like belongs to someone I don't know, but like, that's so cool. Oh, he's like trying to find out the best position to do to like put the lid so he can so he can ski. That's so cute. I love when he gets stuck, he's like trying to peck it to make it go again. This is the best thing I've seen all week. Thank you. He's just like exasperatedly pecking at it like, why did you stop? Keep going, keep going. Oh, that's so cute. I think for this one, the tail feathers might be an important identifier. Just giving them a little split. How do I do this? Only there. Yeah, okay. They look so reattached if I do it that way though. I don't know. The tough part about outlining. Don't know what to use for pixel art yet. Got someone else to make it for me. I've been trying out Pixsquare lately. If you're on an iPad or I think mobile in general, I think they have mobile. You can get Pixsquare for about 20 bucks. Canadian at least. A-Sprite is I think in the $20 range, and that's what I'm using right now. And it's not as hard as you think. It's kind of freeing once you get into it. But there's also like some free options. Graphic scale is free. And it's pretty feature rich now. It's not like A-Sprite in scale, and there's not a lot of add-on stuff that you can do for graphic scale, but if you're just looking to get started, I recommend that. Only one I have in mind is pixel art. Yeah. That works. Oh, what am I doing? Try to get that around this. That's kind of nice, I guess. There's an add-on you wish you could buy for Blender for pixel art? I don't know if you have to... Well, I recommend Blender for a lot of things. I don't know if I recommend Blender for pixel art or voxel art. And the main reason for that being You have things like pixel perfect mode, which if I just hold shift, it's going to be pixel perfect lines. If you're making curves with, say, a pixel brush, you don't have to worry about things like pixel art jaggies. But if you are using Blender, Blender doesn't know to account for these things because it wasn't built with pixel art in mind. So you'll have things like odd pixels making weirdly jagged corners. But this is only if you care about that kind of thing. Outside of that, I know that there's like some pixel art stuff that exists for Photoshop, for Clip Studio, for Blender. Really just try a few out. But if you're getting your toes wet, try something free for at first, just to see if you like pixel art or you find it as freeing as I do, and go from there. You found it? Look at our things. What was Fabio hair? Marvelous. They're just floating in the breeze. Maybe I'll animate that, a little flow. I have to think about how it's going to behave with hats though. No, I'm not going to think about it. I'm going to put it off for later. Super high market. It's an add-on. Imposter cards. Oh, that's crazy. It's billboarding stuff. Images as planes, but 3D objects as planes. That's insane. I want to see if I can share that, because that is pretty crazy. Oh, my Zen is freaking out at the moment. There we go. So it's like this. That's crazy. I love that. I don't know how it works. My brain is struggling to comprehend, like, what? But still, like, solid object, single plane. Makes me wonder why I'm learning low poly flows anyway. I just make a plane, then draw a picture, and then bam, 3D. Always just layer the hats on top and call it, yeah, it's true. How in the world? It boggles the mind. Thank you for showing me that though. That's pretty cool. From here, I'm gonna try to find who is streaming, because I think I'm gonna wrap it up. We got a good slew of birds. We animated our character a little bit. Remember back in the day when we were working on this? Feels like forever ago. But yeah, now I've got a lot to tidy up on, but I want to make sure I do it in like a... I'm gonna do the boring parts on my own. Just share the fun stuff with you. No, it's not what you think it is. About the 3D image as plane thing, I believe you. There's gotta be something going on there. That's crazy. There's also another add-on I might get on your keyboard. Okay. If you want to share it while I'm looking for someone for us to raid. Who do we raid today? Well, everyone I know is offline. I'm gonna have to find someone new. Unless anyone has any recommendations. I need to have a high poly first in order to make it render this. So is it like instancing it across a plane? turns, high poly, and single planes. Okay. Who's drawing something fun? Do-do-do-do-do. I don't know. Maybe you can find someone doing some Blender stuff? Let me try whoever this person is. Who's this person? It's been used in games for years, like older Far Cry. Oh. Neato. I don't know anything. I didn't play Far Cry exactly. I know probably like what it looks like and stuff comes to mind, but like I don't know. Are they using something else? Is this not Blender? I can't tell what it is. Let me just search Blender stuff. Or pixel art stuff. I should really be searching pixel art stuff. Why am I doing that? Oh, that might be somebody. Somebody's making their first video game. Let's see what they're like.
I'm not gonna animate this at all. I'm just gonna try and put it into Godot so I can make it move.
Okay.
Dude, happy Turkey Day. How was your Thanksgiving? How did the menu go down?
I'm looking for
Gracefully. Graciously.
their username. There we go.
Nice.
Everybody ready to raid? About to make a jump.
You talk about delicious food.
Ready thyself. I don't have the emote today, so we're gonna have to do this. We're just gonna imply.
Don't tell me I'm hungry.
No, we're not gonna imply doom. They're not gonna know what that means. Don't.
It's Thanksgiving.
Let's be kind.
I kinda wish
We're just gonna say hi and bring some sunshine. Everybody ready? I hope you'll have an excellent rest of your day. Here we go.
there would be some light here, right? It would kind of go in